Hello everyone, ladies, gentlemen, and otaku alike. This is Recall Reviews. Atillio, back here again, and today I'm going to share another one of my career matches with you. In this case, this particular match was important to me for a few reasons. Number one, it was my first official match back after ankle surgery. And it was a favor that Gino Caruso did for me by letting me have this as a dark match on Adrenaline TV, so I can kind of get my feet wet again in front of a crowd, and, you know, before I went into my first match with Buddy Thomas, which is officially my return match. So, that's number one. Number two, I was working with a young kid named Zach Zander, and he's been doing fairly well for himself on the Pennsylvania circuit, and I'm proud to see how far he's come so far. At this point in time, my friend Yankee TDM was kind of Zach's teacher. And at that point in time, Yankee had kind of passed him on to me to continue his training and mentor him further. So that's exactly what I did for a good long while after that. Now, whether or not he even remembers that, or Zach would acknowledge anything from that point in time, I'm not 100% sure. It's been a very long time since I've even last spoken to him. But I like to get in the ring with the people who I mentor and just see how their progress is firsthand in front of an actual crowd, and in the ring with the mental layer of, hey, your teacher's in there with you, kind of a deal, and, you know, let's see if you can deal with the nerves or stress or whatever. So it was kind of important in that regard. He was working under a mask this night as Mysterion, because Gino was going to use him to referee, and it just makes total sense. Mask the wrestler, not the referee. So anyway, Zach Zander wrestled as Mysterion in this particular match, and it was an okay match. He was still very early on. He'd only done a couple of live shows in Pennsylvania, and I'm pretty proud of him for what he was able to do with the limitations we had going into this match, whether it be workability, experience, or ring rust. Either way, the Adrenaline crowd tends to usually like me, so we had that going in our favor, that, you know, as long as he can pull out some good heel energy, which he did wonderfully, it would be fine. So this was Atillio Aprile versus Zach Zander, Adrenaline TV dark match. Let's roll the tape.
Muscles, you see these? You wish you could have these! I'm a big guy! Yo!
As the winner of the match, Atillio Aprile.